On June 9th, 2024, officers responded to reports of a robbery at a McDonald's after employees reported being held at gunpoint and cash being stolen.
So this is going to be the lead officer on this case. So she's going to interview you in terms of like how all of this went down and what you saw and everything.
Okay.
Is your manager able to like come in and pull up video, or?
She's not currently in town right now. She's trying to call her supervisor to actually contact him. I'm going to actually try to call him right now and see if he's available.
Okay. Did any of y'all witness this?
Yeah, I saw it first.
Okay.
What's the timeline on this?
So what now?
When did this happen?
It literally just happened like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was like pretty, it was straightforward.
She came in with a paper saying...
She didn't say anything. She just came in and I read it. And then
so she had like a old school
Paper.
bank, like a hold up note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says surrender, pretty much surrender
Give me your
all
phone,
phones and stuff
something.
like that. And we
Yeah.
gave her our phones and stuff. And that's when we came to the office. She said, give her everything out of the registers, whatever's in the safe, and which I did. And she gave us our phones back.
In the words of my grandmother, good goddamn Lord, the role reversal is in a full effect, guys. I hope we not teaching these kids that only the men is doing brazy and crazy shit, because these women have become brazen. Even the one dressed like little boys, especially the one dressed like little boys. Hit that like button and let's get it.
So she got the money out of the safe.
Yeah, I gave her the money out of the safe as she asked, and then she gave us our phones back after that.
And then she left in a vehicle.
I don't know what vehicle she left in because we were still in the office
I understand.
at the time. So I seen a vehicle drive by. I don't know if that was her vehicle or just a random customer coming through.
If y'all want to do a tape statement with him, I got it with her.
Okay.
You can follow me out here. Alright. Do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give will be true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so I seen her first. She walked up. She didn't say anything, but she had the paper. And I was looking. At first, I was kind of confused because I was like, she tried to hand it to me, but I didn't really touch it. She's like, read it. And then I read it, and then and I gave her my phone. She's like, give me your phone. And then I got my manager's attention. And I told him, she wants your phone. And stuff, and then he realized that.
Okay. So, who is she?
I didn't recognize her, but when he's like, she used to work here, and only one I know, the black person that I know I know who she is. I met her.
What a dummy. Now, how would you expect to blend in, man? You're already dressed like a boy when you're a girl. You're black. And God, I could already imagine you look like a YN, because normally these simp studs look just like the little dreadhead boys. So you stand out, man. And this is why I never gravitated to a life of crime, because I am 6'4", 200 pounds, B. Where am I running to? What camera is not going to pick me up? You guys to start using your head, B.
Okay. So, is her face familiar to you?
I honestly wasn't paying so much attention.
I don't know. I just everything out of the bag.
So what did the note say?
It was like, I forgot. I'm sorry. I just know it was like, I know it said, give me your phone. I think it had something about a manager on it.
So what were you thinking you read that note? What did you think was about to happen?
Well, because at first I didn't see the gun, but she had, like, that she kind of came a little close. Like, she was like, almost like kind of how me you were. So I saw the gun. She had it behind the paper.
She had the gun behind the paper? Okay. What kind of gun was it?
I know it's gray. It's like a gray color. I think like yours. It wasn't too big. It was like a pistol, I think. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
It wasn't too big. It wasn't too small either.
So you were standing
in the kitchen, and she came over here, And she came in the kitchen.
Okay, she came into the kitchen and showed you the note. With a gun behind the note.
I didn't know she had a gun. She came a little close.
Okay. And did she say anything to you?
Give me your phone.
Okay.
Like, I think she said the manager. Then I got my manager attention.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
Then I got the other employee because he had headphones on. So I got his attention too because she like gave me all the phones.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
She took the store phone. And then she told us to go back to the office. And then we had to get the other employee because he is in the back doing dishes. And she just told him give her all the money. So he gave her all the money. Then she gave us our phone back and she told us not to leave the office.
Okay. Where did the money come from?
The safe.
Do you know about how much money?
No, because I don't have access to that.
Did it look like a little bit, a lot?
Because it was some that came out of the bank bag. There's some, I know there's 100, they had the things that go into the cashier, so I know there's 150 goes in each one. But she didn't take any change, so I'm not sure how much it will be without counting the change. She didn't change.
Okay. So then what happened after she took the money?
She gave us our phone back.
And then what happened?
She said don't leave the office until, and then she said just don't leave the office.
Okay.
And then she left.
Okay. Did you see which way she went?
No, she didn't leave the office.
Okay, yeah. Do you remember anything else that is significant to what happened tonight? Anything that might help us? Did she touch anything?
She touched our phones and the store phone. I'm not sure she put that back. I didn't see her.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add to your statement?
Approximately 30 minutes after the robbery, an officer stopped a burgundy Dodge Charger, where cash, a money bag, a firearm, and clothing matching the suspect seen on McDonald's surveillance footage were found in plain view, leading to the suspect's arrest.
Now, the only thing she did right in this situation was pull up by herself, so she ain't got nobody to snitch on her. But everything else, she fucked up. You got 30 minutes to get up out of them streets after doing what you did, and you still cruising, you still joyriding. Dummy.
All right, so basically you said the gun is in
It's on the passenger
side,
like, towards the middle console.
towards the middle console, and the cash is here.
Yeah.
Anything else in the car?
No. So in the trunk, I got my work knife.
Your work knife?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's all in the car is yours? Like, I know you said the cash is yours.
Well, the gun, that's my brother's, but that he been having it with me because he went to jail.
So you kind of keep it. You're not a convicted felon or anything,
Hell
so
no.
you're allowed to have it.
Well, I don't have my license for it.
You don't need one to state for it.
Yeah, so I just keep it.
As long as you haven't been arrested, there's like 70,000 stipulations, but yeah, you don't need one to state for it anymore. So your hand, like your fingerprints and stuff will be on the gun. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 jobs. This time of night, I'll be just getting home 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always driving and I don't know what's going to be next. That's why my money under the seat, because you don't know what's going to be next.
Right.
And I was trying to go hurry up and put that in the bank because, like I told you, Monday is the 11th and that shit got to be on the 11th.
Is that where you were heading to right now?
To the bank.
Which bank were you going
Chase
to?
Bank.
Where's that at?
Chase is right there by that little mall. Is it? I don't know. I'm from Orlando. It's like a little mall, like.
Oh, like the north side?
By Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, you was going north.
Yeah, by Chick-fil-A.
Gotcha.
The suspect was taken to the police station for further questioning.
Don't know people.
Aisha.
How you spell it?
R-A-S-H-A.
Last name?
Williams.
We're just gonna chat with you about why they stopped you and all that tonight. From what sounds like you had a couple warrants or something like that, yeah. So I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights, and then we'll go ahead and get the interview started. You have the right to remain silent, you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law, you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have the lawyer present with you while you're being questioned, you understand that?
Yes.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish, you understand that?
Yes.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements, you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you would, just initial the 1 through 5 and then read this and then circle yes or no. How did they come across you tonight, the officers, to stop
Leaving
you?
out my houses, out of my subdivision.
Where do you live at?
Blue Highlands,
Where's that at?
Airport Road.
Okay. And what'd you go home for?
What do you mean? What?
Did you
No,
go?
I was leaving out of my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where were you heading to?
Going to the bank.
Okay. What bank do you go to?
Chase.
Where's that at?
By Chick-fil-A. I'm from Orlando.
Oh, okay.
By Chick-fil-A, by the mall.
North Lakeland?
Yeah.
Okay. You just gonna, what were you gonna do?
Put money in the bank.
Okay.
Cause I was there.
Gotcha. What'd you do for a living?
In the morning I'm a construction worker, and at night I work at McDonald's.
Okay, which McDonald's?
No one in Orlando.
Okay.
Construction worker in Melbourne.
What were you doing over here?
Well, Lakeland.
Yeah.
Me and my girl just got a house here.
Alright. Now, is that house that you live in, is it paid for?
No, we renting.
Okay, well, how much is your rent?
Well, that's why I was going to the bank, because we got a late fee. It's $2,700.
month?
Well, that's because of the late fee.
Okay.
But a month is $2,300.
How much do you make?
Construction worker.
Mm-hmm.
I made $17 an hour in McDonald's, $14.50 an hour.
So what's that bring? Is that you get paid each week?
McDonald's get paid Friday.
Okay. How much you usually bring home?
On a good week. 5.
500? What about construction?
I just started out.
Okay. And you hadn't gotten a paycheck for that yet?
I just got one, but it was small because I just started it, so it was like it
What's
was
the matter?
just for 1 week. Because shit hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why we're here, Aisha?
She didn't tell me nothing.
That was taken from McDonald's tonight.
But that's the TD bag that my grandma used for all her receipts.
Mm-hmm. But that
when she
TD bag had that in it.
No, that's the money that I made.
From
My jobs that I put together.
From McDonald's.
Me and my girl, we went to the strip club.
Do you always wrap it like that?
Me and my girl, we went to the strip club one day.
Do you always wrap it like that? With your initials?
No, I got that from Navy Federal, 100 from Navy Federal in Naples.
Alright. Tell me that one.
I need everything.
Was that for the strip club too?
They just say I need everything.
I know exactly what it says. You know why we're here.
What?
You know why you're here. So what's going on? I know you're down on your luck. You don't have rent. And I understand all that, and it's understandable. But what's going on? I need to hear it from you.
I'm down
You
bad.
gotta save your rent. I understand that, so you can stay at your house, stay with your girl. No, I get it. I get all that. What's going on? It's hard times. It's hard times because I do the same thing. I'm week to week myself. Just try to find the way to make ends meet, but it's hard. But that's why we're giving you a chance to let us know. Because we could easily just send you down to jail and, but we want to hear it from you. Because it sounds better in the court system if you feel remorseful and stuff like that. But if you tell us to pound sand, then it doesn't look so good for you. We just want to know what's going on. Because everybody there at the McDonald's knew who you were, except for one. They know your voice. So, and I'm just shooting straight with you, okay? They know who you are. And that's how we were able to come across you so quick. And you can cry, get upset, I understand. It's tough times. But I just need to kind of figure out why. I mean, I understand why you did it now, because you need money. And it's due tomorrow, correct, your rent?
On the 11th.
Yeah, and it's hard, you don't want to lose your house. You have a baby?
5-year-old.
Yeah, where's she at?
Well, she mine, but with an ex, but I have her sometimes.
Yeah, and you want to take care of her and all that. Do you have care custody paperwork for her?
No.
Where she live?
In Orlando.
Yeah, okay. But no, I understand all that. You want to have a place for her to come, a house and all that. But we just need to figure out, we have a job to do. Just like you have 2 jobs you have to do to make ends meet. And we just, what's going on? We need to hear it from you. What's that? Hold on. So, I think those are all the pictures there.
That's not the real note. The real note is in that sweatshirt.
Okay. Well, what was this then?
I was writing on that, but I thought I threw it out. But the real one is inside the sweatshirt.
Okay. What does the note say?
I don't remember. You have to get it. That was in here.
Okay, that's the money bag. What is that from?
That's from McDonald's. They put in
Okay.
it. That's the sweatshirt, but them not the gloves.
Okay, where are your gloves?
It's under here. It's under the sweatshirt or in the trunk. The
Okay.
black gloves. They're not slides. Them boots. The boots is in the trunk. They more construction boots.
Okay.
That's not a mask. That's really my head wrap.
Okay, where's your mask at?
I didn't have a mask.
Did you have like a COVID mask or something?
I didn't have a mask. I used that. I just put it.
Okay, so you did use that then. Okay. All right. Now, where did all the money come from McDonald's?
No.
What came from?
Just that and $100 bill that's in there.
So $100 bill from what's the rubber bands around?
In that.
And that roll there. Okay. All right. Now, when you left McDonald's, well, let's go back.
When I left McDonald's.
No, hold on. While you're at McDonald's, where did you park your car?
I parked it at the urgent care.
Okay, and you walked over?
Yeah.
Okay, what door did you go in?
I was already in there. And the girl, she knew I was in there.
What girl?
The employee girl. I was in the bathroom before they closed. I went in there at 11:40. If you watch the cameras, you see I was in there at 11:48. She knew I was in there.
Did she talk to you?
She said, hey. And when I went in, if you look at cameras, when I went in, I had my head down and my hoodie on. But she remembered me because me and her used to work in the morning.
Yeah, she knew who you were.
Yeah, she remembered me. Me and her used to work in the morning. So she said, hey, Aisha. So I've been in there since 11:40, 11:50.
Yeah.
So she knew I was in there. And when she looked at her manager when I finally came out at 12 o'clock, because I knew it closed at 12, and I came out at 12 o'clock, she looked at him with a smirk. She already knew I was in there.
Okay.
And that's when she was like, oh, you didn't lock the door. But he did lock the door. So she just knew I don't know if she knew that I was still in the bathroom, but she knew I was there. She looked at me and she spoke to me. And then when I came all the way in, I didn't give them a no, I just held it. And I just asked all them for their phones. And I told them to go in the office.
What's the phone? Why'd you take their phones?
I didn't want them to call y'all.
No, okay.
So I took everybody's phones. One boy, he didn't want to give it to me. I said, I'm going to give it back to you as soon as I leave. And when we got in the office, and before I left, I gave all of them their phones back. Well, I gave it to him.
Did you make them walk to that office?
I just said, everybody go to the office.
Okay, and what did you have? Did you have the gun out?
I had it in my, I had it like in my sleeve,
Well, they said that you had it like by the note.
Yeah, it was like behind, like behind it,
Gotcha.
The note was like this, and I had it like this.
Did you tell them what did you tell them when you got there, that if everybody complies, there won't be no problems? Or
I just said, the manager was in the kitchen, and I was like, okay, how it is. We walk in, I was right here, she was right there, the manager right there behind, it's like a little shelf thing. He was behind that in the kitchen, so if he turned his head, he could see me. And I just said, read the note, and then he read it, and then he walked around that little thing, but he stood right there. She was by me, she was like right there. She was by me, but not by, I'm right here, she right there.
Okay.
And then she ended up walking in the kitchen, and I said, everybody just give me a phone and just walk to the office.
Okay. How many phones did you end up getting? Well, every employee, right?
4 in the job phone.
Okay. Now, what the job phone is that? Did you just know that there was a work phone, so you wanted to get it, or?
Well, every job has a little cordless phone that you can walk around with.
Every job at McDonald's, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew that?
Yeah. So I said, where the work phone at? And he said right there, and I grabbed it, and everybody gave me a phone.
Okay. Now, you go to the office. Now, how much money did you end up getting from the safe? How did that go down? Did you have the manager open the safe, or?
I told him to give me what was in the registers.
Okay.
But I don't think he gave me what was in the register because that's what I had got in a $100 bill.
And how much was in there? Did you know? Did you count it?
I didn't take the thing off. It's still on there, and it just say 100.
Okay. All right. So you had all this saved up except for a $100 bill?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, once you got the money, what'd you do?
When I got it, I said, y'all please don't leave the office until I get out the back door. So I gave the manager all the phones that I had, and I left out the back door because it was the closest door. I left out the back door, and I ran across the street to my car in urgent care, and I left.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to my houses, but not to my house. It's like they doing more houses all the way in the deep of our subdivision,
Okay.
so I went all the way back there, and I sat there, and then I left out of there.
Did you have those clothes on under that?
No, like I said, I always keep clothes in my car because I go to job.
Did you swap out of the construction site? Is that where you swapped clothes?
No, I didn't go to the church site today. Oh yeah,
Where the new houses are being built?
Yeah, I thought you was talking about where I work at.
No.
Yeah, I swapped out when I stopped driving in the deep end of those houses.
Okay. Did you get rid of anything that had to do with McDonald's at the construction site or anything, or was everything in your car?
Everything in my car.
Okay. All right. Now, you getting along with your girl good? Or y'all having rough times as well? Is she coming back or no?
The last text she sent me was, I guess you're not gonna see me the rest of the rent when they ever go. And I'm gonna have to be back Monday to pack up the house.
Okay. So you were trying to do this to save your relationship as well, huh? Have you been in trouble before? Other than traffic?
Fighting.
Yeah,
But that's old.
no felonies or anything?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this tonight's gonna pack a punch. You know that, right? Okay. And the car comes back to her name, correct? In her car?
Yeah.
All right.
She was charged with robbery with a firearm, 4 counts of armed kidnapping, and 4 counts of tampering in a first-degree felony proceeding. Share your thoughts in the comments.
Man, simping ain't easy, I tell you, boy. All of this to keep the girl and you still lose the girl anyway, yo. Now you see what us men go through, yo. But I hope we are teaching our kids that it's not just the men out here raised messed up. The women is raised messed up too. The guys ain't got no daddies, And guess what? The women ain't got no daddies. So we got to teach these kids some balance. It's not just the men. These women to do some messed up shit.